AkronHipHop.com, the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. The fall is here. Football season is in full swing, and you still swinging this book, huh?
That's right.
I like that. I like the fact that it's not just a season like in the summertime you work, and you understand that book was a lifetime.
Yes.
So you pushing it as if it's that important. Tell somebody why it's important to promote the book, and tell people the name of the book, though.
Well, the reason why it's so important to promote this book is called A Silent Scream, My Story, My Truth. This book right here is a book about my life. I'm very, very transparent in this book about what happened to me as a child and that actually affected me as an adult. Things that I did, I had no business doing, and and then even some things that I still struggle with. But the reason why I go so hard for this book is because I want to make sure that people are never silent again about any type of trauma, any type of abuse, sexual, physical, mental. I want people to start talking up, speaking up, and saying, I'm being hurt.
Well, listen, man, let's go into the book right now. First, everybody, I'm sure you see her name on the screen, the lovely Venus Chandler in the building, all the way from California.
Yes.
This is what I like about you. You don't have to deal with your hometown like you do, but you understand that people here from where you from had endured some of those things.
Yes.
And dealing with us here at AkronHipHop.com, you literally supporting us while we supporting you. And we appreciate that. The city should be appreciative that you even keeping them in the forefront of your frontal lobe, okay?
Absolutely.
And to bring it back down here to the city. So we're going to drop some knowledge right quick right now. And we're going to talk about molestation. We're just going to go there. Because you're a survivor of being molested as a young lady and everything. And first off, we want you to talk to the people about especially the young girls just getting dealt with. We understand young boys is getting dealt with too. But especially the young girls for right now. Why don't you let them know right now that they're not the reason why this is happening?
No, definitely not. This is not your fault. They're just sick people in the world, and those sick people were probably hurt by other sick people. And that's the reason why it's so important that we start speaking up, because if we speak up, we can stop this. If I spoke up a long time ago when I was a little girl, I do believe that it would have continued. Somebody would have listened, even if the first person did.
Well, see, let me ask you a question, man. See, that's the thing, though. In our community, see, this is what I love doing this about.
Yeah.
Because we're about to put some knowledge you can't get in college. We're about to put some of that insight for your invite. We're trying to tell people to follow us, right? I'm so excited to be talking to you about this. In our communities, in our experience, it's almost taboo not to tell nobody. So it can happen in the house, but nobody in the house is going to tell. If you tell Sister Jenkins, who happens to be your auntie, she's not going to tell nobody. She might even tell you to be quiet.
Absolutely.
Are you familiar with that? Did that happen to you like that?
Yes, it happened to me. It happened to me.
Explain.
I had an aunt who I could always go to her and say, this has happened to me and I'm so sick of it, and things I was going through, and she always listened. But then there was other people who just wanted me to be quiet. Like they wanted it to go away. Like just be quiet about it.
Right.
Because it was a taboo thing. And if you haven't noticed, there are more and more celebrities that's even coming out saying, this happened to me. And you know what's so sad? I think it's sad that it takes for celebrities to come out and say it happened to me, for people to follow suit. It's crazy.
They say this happens to us. Us. Yeah. More times than, just a lot more than what we want to be honest about. That's incest. Let's just keep it. For the most part, this is our own family members touching us like that, right? Yeah. That's incest. That's something else. What's in your experience? Why do you think we do that to each other like that?
Well, I'm not sure. And statistics says that it's like over 42 million survivors of sexual abuse. And they say that more than likely it is always somebody that is closest to us. Now, in my case, when I was a young girl and these things was happening to me, they happened to me by men and women, and it was family members and non-family members. So I think for the most part, the reason why is because my mom, when she had me, she was such a young girl, and she was inexperienced, and she trusted too much. And so therefore, okay, she left us alone a lot, and it was like open season. People felt like it was okay to do what they did because who was going to do something about it?
Well, I hear you.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But you know what? The great thing is that you understand and you're able to recognize it as well, too.
Absolutely.
Do you believe in, what is that word? Generational curse.
Absolutely.
Do you believe in, it's a certain kind of DNA. I don't want to
Yes.
call it wrong, but as if your great
Yes.
person,
Yes.
grandparent person had to endure certain things, those traits, those behaviors genetically
Yes.
pop up in somebody else. You believe that?
Yes.
What kind of DNA
Well,
that's
I don't
called?
think that it's genetic. I think what the problem is that it's learned behavior. So if the great grandfather did this to the
No, that's a
children,
fact. That's a fact too. But it's also it's a DNA. It's called. I forgot what it's called. I don't want to say the wrong one. In my
I know
mind,
what
I
you're
think.
saying. I know what you're saying. And I can't say for sure because I'm not a scientist and I haven't read that anywhere. But
I forgot the name of the word.
it can be. It can be because you.
Okay, put it this
Yeah.
way. This is what I'm trying to say. Let me translate. This is a good
Okay.
conversation. Put it this way. If you have never seen, me. If I've never seen my father
Uh-huh.
at all whatsoever, right? And I have a temper,
Yeah.
and I've never met my father.
Yeah.
They say, man, you just like your dad. Where did I get that from? His influences didn't make me do that.
Right.
Whatever that thing is right there,
Those
that's what
traits.
that's what
Those traits.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Gotcha.
travels on with you. You know, you plan out. Hence the generational curse. A lot of church people use that
Yes.
term and stuff like that
Yes.
too. But how do you break it though?
By opening up your mouth and talking. Now, I'm going to tell you something. And when you do start to talk, when you start saying that I've been hurt, people are going to be pissed off. But guess what? Let them be. Let them be pissed off, but you keep talking. And don't stop with just one person. You keep telling until somebody actually listens to you. Make noise.
So you finally grew up. Now you sitting here, 22 years old now. And finally got the gumption to put it all in the book
Right.
and everything at a lovely 22 years old. The name of the book is A Silent Scream. I love the oxymoron, a silent scream. That means when you finally break
Yes.
your silence, it's going to be like a scream.
Yes.
You want people to know what's going on.
Yes.
Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate your struggle, and I appreciate the fact that you came over the struggle.
Thank you.
Because you're strong.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You're strong, man. This book can be picked up at, tell everybody where the book can come.
Amazon. You can pick the book up on Amazon, or you can go to my website, www.venuschandler.com, and I will be glad to get you out a personal signed copy.
Listen, you have another company.
Yes.
You ain't think I was going to touch on it before. Because that was deep. Let's take it to another level
Yeah.
for the next couple of minutes or so. You got a printing company to print up t-shirts and everything.
Yes.
And you guys printing them all over the place. People are
Yes.
calling you guys, sending you emails and stuff, and getting orders in. What's the name of
Yes.
the company? How's it doing?
Well, it's called Sparks and Sparks Printing. It's a company that me and my husband, we came up with, and we actually studied for about a little over a year before we dove into it, but we figured it was go time, and when we said it was go time, it just became off the chain. Like, orders came from everywhere, and they still coming from everywhere, so much so that we're actually looking for a storefront, and we're looking to hire.
Well, and man, listen, how can I get in touch with you? Same thing?
Same thing, or you can email us at sparksandSparksPrinting@yahoo.com. You can also call our business phone, which is 909-600-3306.
This is what I need to know first off. I can order 1 or 2 shirts, or I got you going to strong arm me and order 50
There's
shirts.
no minimum.
That's what I needed to know. All right, listen, have some fun and get something done. Thank you very much for stopping by. Y'all better pick up this book. Y'all better support this sister. And most importantly, take care of yourself. Have some fun and get something done, y'all.
All right.
Peace.